Welcome back to an amazing episode of Kiva's Place, the Kiva Murdoch Show and podcast. And this is where we have authentic conversations in an atmosphere that feels like home. If you are just joining us for the first time, I am your host and executive producer, Coach Kiva Lernice Murdoch. I am a certified life coach, a speaker, a facilitator, a three-time author. I'm also a model and the current reigning Mrs. Plus America 2023. So welcome. So listen, many of you may already know that I'm coming up towards the end of my reign. It has been a beautiful reign, and I'm looking forward to crowning my next successor. But during that time, in the next 5 to 6 weeks, I will be featuring more queens from my pageant system that I currently represent, which is Miss Plus America 2024 delegates. So tonight I have an amazing young woman who is on the show tonight. We're going to learn a little bit more about her and how you can support her. So in my studio tonight, I have the beautiful Miss Diamond Bolling. She is the Miss South Carolina Plus America 2024. So without further ado, please help me welcome Miss Diamond to the show. And she's going to tell us all about herself. So welcome, Miss Diamond. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored, honey. It is an honor and a blessing to have you grace Kiva's Place tonight. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. So tell our audience, Diamond, just a little bit more about yourself. Before she actually goes into her bio, I want you guys to know that a very descriptive bio is in the description of whatever you are watching with us. But we do want to allow her an opportunity just to tell us a little bit more about her. So tell us a little bit more about you, Diamond.
So, I am a 29-year-old mother of two beautiful boys, Braxton and Bentley. Above all the accolades and titles I have, that is my most prized. I will always be a mother before I'm anything else. But I'm also a Spelman College graduate. I got my bachelor's in psychology. I am also a Arizona State University graduate. So I am a national board certified health coach. And I am also a certified UX designer. So I do a lot of different things. Um, my most recent endeavors are me beginning my 501c3 nonprofit organization called Heal Her Foundation. It's geared towards helping women heal. So we focus on providing economic stability, promoting physical health, and balancing mental and emotional well-being.
I love it. My sister is not only beautiful, honey, she is very educated. I love it. But before we actually dive into your foundation, which we are going to be talking very detailed about your foundation, I'm so excited about that. Like I told you before, I feel like this is something that we need everywhere across the US as well as global. So I know that your foundation is really going to be very impactful. But I wanted to ask you because I'm always curious about individuals' journey onto pageantry. So, your current pageant queen right now, how did you actually get into this particular career of pageantry?
So I've always been big on service. Growing up in high school, I was always the leader of community service projects. In college, it is actually a requirement your first freshman and sophomore year at Spelman to get a certain amount of community service hours. So like my whole being is giving back. So when and then again, I also enjoy like modeling, being in fashion, just being, you know, in a space that allows me to express myself and boost my self-confidence. So I was talking with my mom one day and she says, well, Diamond, have you ever thought about pageantry? And I'm a big person of research. I don't ever just jump into anything without researching first. And so I was researching like different types of pageants and pageant systems and what they entail. And I came across the Miss Plus America pageant system. And one of the things that stood out to me the most was a pageant system dedicated to service, making sure they're getting that. It's integrity in that. And I really, really like that really stood out to me. And I love that. And I said, okay, especially with me having a 501c3, this will be a platform where I can, further give back in that way as well.
I love that. So this is actually your first pageantry
Yes, yes,
experience?
yes. It's my
That's
first
so
pageant,
cool.
and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's good. It's a good first experience.
I love that. And, you know, I feel like pageantry has a way of pulling the best out of you. And for some, it may pull the worst out of you, but for the most part, it really allows you an opportunity to be able to just dive deep and learn and discover various things about yourself. So I wanted to ask you, Diamond, what has been something you have learned about yourself or something you have discovered recently since starting pageantry?
I feel like something that has really been prominent that I've learned is that I can overcome challenges in the face, of adversity. So during this pageant journey, people don't realize life continues to happen. Again, I'm a single mom, I'm working and trying to, continue on this entrepreneur journey as well. So life can be challenging and give you some obstacles. But through it, as long as I continue to remember my why and what I'm doing and realizing that it's all connected for me, that allows me to flourish and let me know that, hey, like I can be met with challenges, but I'm always going to overcome them. And I'm appreciative of that. And I'm very appreciative of this experience.
I love that. And I just think that you just made a very valid point. Um, life does not stop just because you are right in the midst of preparing for either a regional, state, or a national pageant, even a global pageant. So it's really important to be able to create systems in a way that you are able to continue in doing life, but and not let anything fall between the cracks. So it's about prioritization, definitely.
Yes, yes. I had to remember not to lose myself. If I can hold on to myself, I'm gonna make it, and that's what I'm
Mm.
holding on to.
So, what are some ways, Diamond, that you keep yourself grounded? Because winning Miss South Carolina plus America, is that's well had.
Yes, yes. First and foremost, prayer. Prayer gets me through any and everything. And I feel like a misconception is that you always have to, be crying out and going to the altar, and that's great too. But it's those silent prayers, those prayers where it's just me sitting in my room. I could be working on a few projects through my business, or doing planning, and then I'm sitting back and I whisper in my head. I just say, and sometimes it's not even always saying like, God guide me, God do this, God do that, but it's a God, I thank you. I thank you for
Mhm.
this moment now. I thank you for getting me to where I am, and I'm just giving thanks to that. And so that's one of the biggest things that keeps me grounded. But another thing is poetry. I've been a poet for I'll say over 20 years. Like, some people say, "Oh, you write, a little bit." No, I've been writing poetry in elementary school. That's always been my outlet, being able to put my feelings into words. So those two things, prayer and writing, has definitely kept me grounded.
I love that. And I love that you already have certain things in place just to make sure that when you have to revert back to just getting back to knowing who Diamond is, because it's a lot. When you are a working queen, it really pulls a lot out of you. So it's really important to have those healthy skills or coping skills in place so that when you need to kind of breathe and just settle down,
Yes,
you actually have an outlet to be able to do that. So good
right.
for you.
Yes, thank
Good for you. I tell queens all the time that your reign can either help or hurt you. What is one of the biggest accomplishments you've acquired in your role so far as Miss South Carolina?
really, it would be just expanding my platform. I recently just had my big grand opening for my foundation, and I feel like as Miss South Carolina Plus America, it helped get a reach beyond just Greenville County. Like, and that's the joy of that, is that I'm able to reach more than just who's uh, around me, if that makes sense.
Yes, and I'm glad you actually brought that up. You had a beautiful grand opening, and I love what your foundation stands for. I want you to just go ahead and let's just rip this band-aid off. Tell us about Heal Her Foundation. We want to know.
Yes, yes. So Heal Her Foundation, that was really birthed honestly through what I felt like I needed growing up and throughout this whole journey in life that I'm on. So people often ask me, what is the target audience? What's the age range and things like that for the foundation? And really, there isn't one. It's for all women, as young as 5 years old, as old as 65 years old. It doesn't matter, because I feel like at all levels of your life, you experience trauma. What sets us aside from different organizations is, yes, we help women who have been sexually assaulted or survivors of domestic violence, but we also help those women whose parents may have divorced when they were younger and they didn't heal from it, or they suffer from low self-esteem, or they hit their 30s and can't find a job and are feeling like a failure. Like, there is no trauma too small, none. Like, I want to be able to help women along their journey so that they can be whole, heard, and healed and continue to thrive in our community.
And that is so important. I feel like we cannot have too many of foundations such as yours, because this work never ends. I mean, there are always issues that life is constantly giving us. Like, life is always life. So I feel like your foundation, just what it stands for. And I love the fact that it's not only catering one particular need. You can really come to Heal Her Foundation and tap into so many different resources. Whatever you are standing in need of it at that moment, they're able to contact you all and get those resources. I love
Yes,
that.
yes, yes. I feel that, oftentimes, because I myself have went through it, and and it's great. And there's other great, like you said, there's other great organizations out there. But that's why my goal is to create programming within my foundation, but also create those meaningful connections with surrounding organizations, so that women always have a place to go to. If they can't find what they need through a specific program and Heal Her, well, we are a liaison for this organization, so I can make sure that you're getting the resources that you need in that crisis time.
Hmm. Are you also providing counseling services, Diamond?
So I am providing health coach, and me personally, because like I said, I'm a certified health coach. So I am providing health coaching services to individuals, but I'm also in actual the process of creating some partnerships with some therapists, both locally but also in other states. So that, again, because with this foundation, the goal is for it to be global, but we'll start with nationwide. And so, I want individuals to be able to have that touch point, even if it's not in South Carolina. So we're creating those partnerships with those therapists that will be able to provide that.
I love that. How do you see your foundation growing?
I see it being this safe haven. That's the word that comes to mind. A safe haven for women. Um, the 5-10 year plan is to eventually have life centers. I want to have life centers located in different areas, different regions, so that even though we're providing some virtual programming and resources to women, there's a touch point where they're able to physically go and get assistance if they're needing to in person. Like, I want this to be like as well known as, I'm trying to think of different, organizations. Of course, when you think of it, you can't think of it on the spot, but like organizations like, I don't know, Goodwill, or things that are just very known. Like, that's what Heal Her will be.
Hmm. Do you think it may ever evolved into a heal him or something similar?
So it's funny you say that because I actually am in the process of doing that. I've actually been able to secure the name. I will be introducing that pretty soon, but right now I wanted to kind of heal her to a space where it's, um, a little bit more stable. And then I want to introduce that because just as much as women need healing, men need it too. Because in reality, I'm here to change the whole world. Hey, that's the motto of any Spelman woman you meet. It's our choice, and we choose to change the world, and that's what I'm doing.
And that is one thing I love about us women, honey. We recognize a need
Yeah.
and move forward to just create avenues in how to satisfy those needs. So you are definitely a force to be reckoned with, and I am so proud of you. I just see you just growing and blossoming, and I'm so excited to see the remainder of your reign as Miss South Carolina. We're actually going to be talking well, if you're just joining us, first of all, we are speaking with Miss Diamond Bolling, who is the current Miss South Carolina Plus America. She's just told us about her wonderful foundation that she just had the grand launch for last weekend, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes, it was a beautiful launch, and I'm so excited about her new endeavor, Heal Her Foundation. So, we're going to take a very quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to speak with Diamond. She's going to tell you all how you can stay in contact with her. We're going to talk about if there's anyone who's interested in becoming a partner or a volunteer or whatever her foundation currently needs. She's going to be dropping her contact information. So don't go anywhere. We have a lot more show left. So sit back, relax, get you a drink, and stay tuned.
For the past year, I've had the honor of representing our community as your Mrs. Plus America. Together, we've inspired change, supported local charities, and brought hope to many. As my reign comes to an end, I'm seeking your support to continue this journey of making a difference. Your sponsorship will help me transition from my pageant role to new opportunities for community service. Join us in celebrating a year of accomplishments and in supporting the next chapter of community impact. With your help, we can make a lasting difference. Thank you for your support. Support the legacy, sponsor the future.
And welcome back to Kiva's Place, the Kiva Murdoch Show and Podcast. If you're just joining us, I am your host and executive producer, Coach Kiva Lernice Murdoch. And we are talking to Miss Diamond Bolling, who is the current Miss South Carolina Plus America 2024. So I want to, before I bring her back on full screen, I wanted to just give you guys some information about the post excuse me, about the commercial that just played. I am at the very end of my reign, as my commercial just stated, 5 weeks left in this reign. And I'm looking to transition from a national queen to a community advocate, and I'm seeking sponsorship. So if you would like to help out in this endeavor, you can definitely reach out to me. You feel free to email me at Mrs. Plus America 2023 at gmail.com, or feel free to cash app at the $ Mrs. Plus America 2023. There is no donation too big and there's no donation too small. We appreciate it all. So definitely reach out to me. I would love to have your continued support, and to also thank my sponsors who have been extremely supportive throughout this past year. There is no way that I could have done all of the things, traveled all of the places that I have gone, and be able to meet and represent our beautiful national state without your support. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So without further ado, we're going to continue our show with Miss Diamond Bolling. So let me get some things reacclimated here, and we're going to bring her back live on the stage. So welcome again, Miss Diamond. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So I wanted to just recognize some of our audience members tonight who are engaging. We appreciate all of you ladies and gentlemen who are here watching us tonight. So thank you so much. Your presence mean a lot. I've already put some of you on the screen, so I just wanted to just for those who are just coming into the room, just acknowledge your presence as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You are greatly appreciated. All right, so Diamond, before we break for commercial, we were talking about if there were any volunteers or anyone that just wanted to reach out to you to just participate or support you or volunteer, just be a resource to your foundation. How can they get in contact with you?
So there are multiple ways. The most efficient way would be via email. So if you would reach out, B Bolling, that's BOLLING at healherfoundation.net. That is the most efficient way, but you could also reach out via our website at healherfoundation.net. We're on Instagram and Facebook. On Facebook, we're Heal Her Foundation. On Instagram, we're Heal Her Foundation _. And then you can also reach out via phone at 864-404-5758.
I love it. I love it. Now, for those, Diamond, who are wanting to support you as you vying for the national title, which is coming up in the five to 6 weeks.
Yes.
How are you feeling about that?
I am excited. I am feeling so many emotions. I feel like it's not always talked about. Like, you get those rush of emotions. You're nervous, you're excited, your adrenaline is pumping. And so I'm just really being mindful of being in the present moment and just saying, okay, hey, we're here. We've made it this far. So now we're just going to continue on the journey. And so I'm very excited to see what comes forward.
I love that. And if there's anyone who are wanting to support you as you're vying for the national title, how can they reach out to you as well?
They can reach out to me via Facebook at Miss South Carolina Plus America 2024. I'm also on my personal page at Diamond Bolling, and I'm on Instagram at Diamond OLAN _ on Instagram.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Queen. I have thoroughly enjoyed you being on the show tonight. It's an honor to just be able to just sit down and converse with you. I wish you all the best. I think that you are definitely going to do well. You are going to do far. Failure is not an option. I just don't see that at all with you. So I'm so excited just to be able to just see the progression of everything that God has just aligned in your life for you. So congratulations on everything. Once grace Kiever's place, you are no longer a stranger. Anytime you have anything coming up, please feel free to reach out to us. I would love to be able to bring you back on the show just to be able to share and support you any way that we can. So
thank you so much, Queen. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm so excited. And thank you for supporting Heal Her Foundation, because hey, Heal Her is for everyone. It's for you. We healing these women out here, okay?
That's right. That's right. Well, hang tight. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. Wasn't she awesome? I hope you have enjoyed our show tonight and the interview that we just concluded with Miss Diamond Bolling, Miss South Carolina Plus America 2024. As we stated in the broadcast, she is heading to nationals in about 5 to 6 weeks. So definitely look her up on social media. Support. She needs your support. And definitely, if you are interested in learning more about Heal Her Foundation, reach out. You can find her all over social media, Heal Her Foundation. And we have included her contact phone number in the broadcast. So definitely go back, watch it again, and make sure you have all of her contact information. Let's see. If you would like to be a guest on our show, I have a few more queens coming up leading up to our national pageant competition, but we do have a few spots still available for towards the end of the year, quarter 4. So if that's you and you're interested in joining us, definitely reach out to us. You can text the word guest to 803-368-3030. Or you can visit our registration form. Just go to www.tinyurl.com/show intake form. You can fill that out and we'll definitely be back in contact with you. If you would like to connect with me personally, you can follow me at Kiva Lernice Murdahl on Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok. You can also log into my digital business card at linktr.ee/Kiva Murdahl. Again, if you would like to sponsor me as I crown my next successor coming up in 5 to 6 weeks, you feel free to cash at me at $Mrs. Plus America 2023, or feel free to just email me at Mrs. Plus America 2023@gmail.com. Your support would be much appreciated, and I'm looking forward to crowning my successor and moving on to whatever God has in store for me. So before we end the show, I just wanted to thank a few more viewers. Rachel McKinney, she is actually the Miss South Carolina Plus America. So thank you for watching. Miss Flourish Walk, thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss the beautiful Janelle Oshun, thank you, Queen. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to all of our wonderful guests who has been in the house tonight. So as we state every time we close our show, please continue to network and share and grow, because as we know, building your network also build your net worth. So definitely continue that. Continue to watch and support us. We greatly appreciate you. Come right back next Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will do it all over again. So until next week, I love y'all much. Peace and blessings. Good night.